This year is going to be different, isn't it? This is the year you actually stick to your resolutions, follow through on your plans, and finally become the person your Pinterest boards have been manifesting since 2016. And lucky for you, we're about to reveal the secret sauce to making it happen. Spoiler, it's not more willpower, a fancy planner, or downloading another mindfulness app you'll forget about by February. No. This is about using real strategies that actually work. First things first, let's tackle the most common mistake. Your resolutions are probably way too vague. I want to get fit, sounds nice, but what does it even mean? Do you want to run a 5K? Lose 10 pounds? Stop getting winded after climbing one flight of stairs? You've got to be specific. Think of your resolutions like placing an order at a diner. If you just say, I want something good, you're going to get whatever the chef feels like cooking. But if you say, I want pancakes with extra syrup, a side of bacon, and coffee that could wake the dead, you're much more likely to get exactly what you want. Write your goals like that. Crystal clear, measurable, no room for confusion, and no pancakes unless it's part of the plan. Now that you know what you want, here's a little tip. Break it down into tiny, bite-sized steps. You're not building Rome in a day here, so stop expecting yourself to conquer the world overnight. Let's say your goal is to save $5,000 by the end of the year. Sounds overwhelming, right? But break it into smaller steps, and suddenly it's just $416 a month, or roughly $14 a day. Now you're just skipping that overpriced latte every morning. Easy math. The same applies to fitness, learning a skill, or any other goal that seems impossible at first glance. Small wins add up faster than you think. And before you know it, you're making progress without feeling like you're climbing Everest in flip-flops. Speaking of Everest, let's talk about tracking your progress. No, this doesn't mean turning your life into an Excel spreadsheet. Unless you're into that sort of thing, in which case, bless your soul. It just means finding a simple way to keep yourself accountable. Maybe it's a checklist on your fridge, a quick note in your phone, or one of those fancy habit-tracking apps that makes you feel like a productivity ninja. The point is to remind yourself daily that you're moving forward. Seeing those little check marks pile up is weirdly satisfying, like giving yourself a gold star for adulting properly. But let's not pretend this is all smooth sailing. There will be days when your motivation takes a nosedive, and suddenly, binge-watching The Office for the 5th time seems way more appealing than hitting the gym or meal prepping quinoa bowls. That's when you need to rely on systems, not feelings. Schedule your habits into your day, just like you would a dentist appointment or a work meeting. If it's on the calendar, you're less likely to skip it. Bonus points, if you make it as easy as possible for your future self. Want to work out in the morning? Lay out your clothes the night before. Trying to read more? Leave a book on your pillow. Treat yourself like a forgetful toddler who needs gentle nudges to stay on track. And here's a big one. Stop trying to go it alone. Accountability isn't just a buzzword. It's a game changer. Find a friend, coworker, or even an online community to share your goals with. Tell them what you're working on, check in regularly, and celebrate your wins together. There's nothing like the fear of public shame to keep you from slacking off. Well, that and the occasional pep talk when you feel like giving up. Plus, misery loves company, so it's always nice to know someone else is suffering through spinach smoothies with you. Now let's address the elephant in the room. Setbacks. You're going to mess up. You're going to miss a workout, overspend on that sale you didn't need, or devour a pizza when you swore you'd stick to salads. That doesn't mean you failed. It just means you're human. The trick is to treat failure like a speed bump, not a dead end. Learn from it, adjust your strategy, and keep going. Progress isn't about being perfect. It's about showing up more times than you don't. Think of it this way. If you hit 80% of your goals, that's still a win. Nobody's grading you on this. And finally, let's sprinkle in some fun. Resolutions shouldn't feel like a punishment. If you're miserable the whole time, you're not going to stick with it. Find ways to make the process enjoyable. Want to work out more? Pick a class that sounds fun, even if it's goat yoga or disco Zumba. Trying to eat healthier? Experiment with recipes that don't taste like cardboard. Life is short. Find joy in the journey, not just the destination. So, there you have it. The cheat code to making your resolutions stick. Be specific. Start small. Track your progress. lean on others, forgive your slip-ups, and, most importantly, don't forget to enjoy the ride.